Awake at 3 o'clock in the morning pondering the philosophical implications of your own existence? But hey, if sleep doesn't claim you just yet, at least you'll be able to impress someone with your knowledge of qualia over breakfast. Before we drift too far into the unknown, gently tap that like button. Not too hard. We wouldn't want to startle the algorithm. And if you enjoy cozy science rambles that double as lullabies for the curious mind, a kind little subscribe to Infinity Beyond would mean a lot. Let me know in the comments where you're listening from and what time it is for you right now. Are you in a quiet room in Toronto at 10:42 p.m.? Or maybe on a balcony in Sydney, listening to the wind and waves at 1 o'clock in the afternoon? Wherever you are, whatever the hour, I'm glad you're spending a little time with me. Now take a breath, let your shoulders soften, and let's begin. Imagine this. You're standing in front of a mirror. You look into your own eyes. You recognize the face staring back, not just as a human, but as you. There's a sense of self, a continuous thread of awareness that you carry through every moment. But what is that awareness? What is consciousness? Scientists, philosophers, and mystics have all wrestled with this question. Consciousness is the one thing we all know intimately. It's the backdrop to every experience. But it's also the most elusive thing to define. You see, when we talk about consciousness, we're talking about more than just being awake or alert. We're referring to that rich internal world of thoughts, emotions, sensations, and subjective experience. It's the warm nostalgia of childhood memories, the excitement before a big decision, the sting of rejection, the joy of connection, the idea that there is a you experiencing these things. This you-ness has a name, qualia. It refers to the individual, subjective qualities of our experiences, the redness of a rose, the bitterness of coffee, the softness of your favorite blanket. Now here's where it gets weird. Your brain, just a 3-pound mass of squishy gray tissue, is made up of billions of neurons. These neurons fire, connect, and pass electrical signals to one another in response to stimuli. From this, somehow, emerges your sense of self. But how? That question is what neuroscientists and philosophers call the hard problem of consciousness. Coined by philosopher David Chalmers, it contrasts with the easy problems of neuroscience, like explaining how we process visual information or control movement. The hard problem asks why any of this feels like anything at all. Why doesn't all that brain activity happen in the dark, without experience? Why do we feel joy, sadness, wonder? Let's imagine a thought experiment to explore this. Picture a super-advanced robot. It can respond to questions, solve problems, even pass the Turing test. It appears conscious, but is it actually experiencing anything? Is there a mind behind those glowing eyes? Or is it just simulating awareness? If you copied every single neural connection in your brain and recreated it in silicon, would that digital version of you be conscious? These are the kinds of questions that send even the most grounded scientists into philosophical spirals. Some thinkers propose that consciousness is an emergent property, like how wetness arises from individual water molecules, even though no single molecule is wet. In this view, when a system becomes sufficiently complex, awareness emerges. Others believe that consciousness might be a fundamental aspect of the universe, like space, time, or gravity. This idea, called panpsychism, suggests that even atoms might possess a tiny flicker of experience, and consciousness emerges as matter organizes into more complex forms. Now, that may sound wild, but remember, at one point, the idea that the Earth orbited the Sun was considered absurd too. Even in modern science, models like integrated information theory try to quantify consciousness as a mathematical property, suggesting that the degree of interconnectedness and complexity in a system relates to how conscious it is. Still, we're far from consensus. And maybe that's part of the beauty of it. Because consciousness isn't just a scientific curiosity. It's the human experience. It's what makes us wonder in the first place. It's why you're here, listening, reflecting, feeling your own mind roam across the mystery. And so we continue, gently, curiously, into the depths of the mind, into the quiet corners where science meets soul. And here at Infinity Beyond, that's exactly the kind of journey we love to take. Now, take another breath. Let go of the need to find all the answers. Sometimes just asking the right questions is enough. In our next segment, we'll journey deeper into the brain's inner workings, neurons, networks, and the sparks that make you feel real. Is your consciousness a trick of biology or something more? Stay with us.